So first they come out with one knobs. Now they come out with gazillion knob. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's about Bogren Digital coming out with another guitar plugin. And in this video, I'll be taking you through the features, how user-friendly gazillion knob is, comparing the sound quality to the one knob plugins they made, and my overall impression of this plugin. And at the end of this video, I will play some back-to-back sound comparisons so you can hear what this thing does, and leave in the comments which one you liked the most. So let's dive into the features of this So when you start this thing up standalone, it looks like this, like a freaking heavy tube amp. The MLC Subzero 100 looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a freaking amp. I don't know if this thing is rebuilt from an actual one. I don't know this brand. Let me know in the comments. This is what I like. It's just the small things in life. When you power this thing off, yeah, the lights go out, and when you power this thing on, very nice. Red lights, I like. Okay, just to start off, yeah, you need some experience with an amp, otherwise you won't know what all these settings do, right? But I'll be going over them fairly quickly because there are literally a gazillion knobs in this thing. So one knobs, and this is a lot of knobs. Thanks, Greg. Okay, so this has got a gate, presence, depth. Yeah. If you have an amp, you know what the f that does. This gives you more high end, this gives you some more low end. So if you plug in a guitar with active pickups, you put it to high. If you put in a guitar with passive pickups, you put it to low. Okay, really nice. Gain, volume, yeah, a 3-band equalizer with brightness settings for the treble probably. So the M45 switch reduces the gain so it emulates a British style circuit. Tells you below, really cool. So you don't have to read the manual, it just tells you at the bottom. Okay, we've got two types of power amp tubes, which are just small differences in sound, but okay, we have them. And we have a master volume, of course, and 3 different channels. So if you change something here, and you put it on the second channel, yeah, you see it changes back. It's like, just like some presets you can make with the amp settings. 1, 2, 3. Noise, input, output. Here you've got the tabs for the different gazillion knobs, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, we have a tuner there. The one knobs also have a tuner. We have a metronome with some different sounds, with different thingies. You can increase the speed of the metronome by as much bars as you want, by as much BPMs as you want. And this is for practicing purposes, right? So pretty cool. So we got Woody Woodpecker in there too. Okay, really nice. Thank you very much. And we have a record button here. So if you're practicing or you're riffing out standalone with this thing, you can record your ideas. Really freaking handy if you have some crazy ass epiphany and record it, and you can go to the folder and find the files you recorded, insert it into your DAW or into your production, and use it immediately to program drums or whatever the f you want to do for your band. Okay, ultra high quality, set to normal for most users or ultra for zero compromise sound. Okay, so I checked the manual, and this is oversampling stuff. Yeah, if you have a really fast computer, put it to ultra quality, right? If not, normal quality would probably be enough for most cases. But if you have a crazy M2, M3 Mac, yeah, you have the headroom, put it to ultra quality, right? Okay, so it looks to me this is the recording chain, right? So we go into Stompboxes, into an amp, into cap, into equalizer settings, and into a send FX, post effects options. So first off, Stompbox, yeah, it's like 2 overdrive pedals, Vanilla Sky and an overdrive one, so probably your typical tube screamer in front of an amp. I had my ways with them and they sound a bit different in tone, and you have some different options, right? Okay, really cool. Stompbox. We already seen the amp. Then we go to cab. Yeah, this is other next level shit. The first thing I want to briefly talk about is this IRDX Technology Voodoo shit. What this claims to do is add natural movement of the speaker, compression and distortion. So if you crank up a real cabinet, it will naturally compress when the speakers are really pumping out volume, and distort, of course, because yeah, you're pumping out 100 tube power through these things, right? And this is something amp sims always struggled with in the past to make it sound more authentic. So IRDX technology, and you can mix it in how much realness, smoothness. Then we have 2 different cabs. So like, and with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 microphones. So we have a modern cab and a vintage cab. You can see the cab color changing if you select the other one. Yeah, you can switch off one cabinet entirely if you want, or one speaker, and you can flip the phase of both of them if you like, and you can move around on the microphone to get the tone you like. So gazillion options, right? Gazillion knob. Okay, angle, look at this shit. Looks really cool. And it actually does make the sound different. I tried it out. Different microphones. Yeah, you can also load up your own IR. That's why they put in a phase invert, right? Because it could be out of phase with the other one if you want to mix up the speakers. And there's a mix knob, left speaker, right speaker, or both. Really cool. With all these options, the tones, the guitar tones are almost unlimited, right? Okay. So next one is a 10-band equalizer. Yeah, just to fine tune the tone. Speaks for itself, right? Okay. And post effects. We've got a delay and a reverb, which sounds pretty amazing to me. But remember, if you're using this in a DAW, put the plugin on a stereo track. Normally you record guitars to a mono track because it's a mono signal, right? But if you put this thing on a mono signal, you won't hear the stereo effect sounds. So or record to a stereo track with your guitar, or route it to a bus that's stereo and insert the plugin on the bus, on the stereo bus. So you won't get confused why it's not in stereo. Okay, so you need some know-how about guitar amps and guitar pedals to know how to get the tone you're looking for, right? With the gazillion knob. But with that said, they've got a shit ton of presets here. And not only by Jens Bogren himself, but also a shit ton of artists created presets for this thing. So Timmy Borgir, Catatonia, Insomnium, Tu Madsen, one of my favorite producers of all time, created some guitar tones. So in that case, it's still pretty idiot-proof. Slap it on an insert or use it standalone, pick a preset, and you're good to go. But if you like to tweak shit, yeah, endless possibilities, right? So with this thing, they really focused on creating a total solution for a modern guitar player. You can use this standalone, record your riffs, practice to a metronome, and go berserk tweaking this thing, right? Heaven for every guitar player. And I'm starting to become a bit of an old school guitar player myself. I'm still lugging around a 100 watt tube amp with a 4x12 on stage. But if I could use this thing with some kind of pedal board to switch the sounds, I would easily swap it with my 4x12 100 watts tube amp. This thing sounds freaking amazing, and bringing a laptop is way easier than renting a van for the complete backline of your band, right? But maybe that's already possible and I don't know it. Please let me know in the comments if you can switch this with a pedal board or in some way. Otherwise, Jens, go fix the pedal board, man. I want to use it. My back hurts. I don't want to break my back. Please, man. So now I'll be playing some back-to-back comparisons with the one knobs and this Subzero 100. And let me know in the comments which one you like the most. Watch the video to the end to hear my final thoughts, if you even care. So here we go. Yeah, okay. Sounds dope, right? Just DI tracks. No troubles with miking a cabinet or getting into a fight with your neighbors because you're cranking your 4x12 in your bedroom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? And in that project, I was using the DS Drum RCS Essentials for the reggae drums, the Crim drums for the metal drums, and the one knob guitar amplifiers. Yeah. Just load these plugins, these drum libraries, and it's in production ready. Let's go. Okay, so if you're a dumbass producer who doesn't know how to get the guitar tone, get the one knobs. These are high gain amps, so clean tones are a bit difficult. But if you want heavy tones, lead tones, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, one knobs. And are you a guitar player who wants to practice standalone, want to tweak, blah blah blah, get the fucking MLC Subzero 100. Use the discount code in the description to get a sweet deal, and you're good to go, right? With that said, they all sound a bit different. We've got Mesa Boogies, we got PVs, and now this MLC amp. Yeah, if you like a lot of tones, yeah, you have for a fraction of the price of a real amp, you get this for your productions or for your guitar playing at home. So I'll put here 2 other videos for you to check out. One where I review the Crim drums and one where I review the one knobs, if you want to check them out. If you made it this far in the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Use the referral links below so you support the channel and get a sweet deal. That's it for me today. Jonathan out. Red Peg Drum.